everyone, welcome back to my channel. I don't actually want to use that line anymore because my brother said I sound like a hippie. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you guys my wash and go using the Perfect Hair products. I'm a bit stressed because I rushed through it a bit today. Like, my hair is not 100% dry, but I am racing with the sunlight. It's about 5:30 and there was no way I was going to diffuse or let this air dry in time. But yeah, let's just work with what we have, I guess. Starting off with freshly washed hair, I used the co-wash as opposed to the cleanser this week. I then add a little bit of the leave-in and distributed it throughout my hair just to make the sectioning a bit more manageable. I sectioned it into 5 and clipped the 3 sections at the back, with the middle clip being my most problematic area of my head. Starting with my first area, I brushed through it slightly just to smooth everything out, and felt we needed a little bit more extra product and added that, and then alternated between finger combing and using the brush. This step will help show where your clumps form, and what I do then is I take each clump and twirl it around my finger just to make sure that it's not sticking to any other curls. If your curls are a little bit longer or not curling in a certain area, you can finger coil just to assist with that. Now you're just going to repeat that step on each section of your head. If you feel that you're getting a little bit of frizz, you can simply add a little bit more product or water, or even both depending on your hair type. What I also like to do is I like to add peppermint oil either straight onto my hair or into my spray bottle. It has a really nice cooling sensation, and it also contains properties that cool the scalp and therefore eliminate dandruff, and it balances your scalp's pH level, which helps with an oily scalp, and it also treats an irritated and dry scalp. This in turn stimulates hair growth and gives your hair like a really nice shine. But if you have a sensitive scalp, the menthol may be a bit much for you. So what you can do is you can mix it with another carrier oil, or you can use lavender oil, which has similar benefits. I know this may seem like a very lengthy process, but I do struggle with a lot of frizz because my hair is quite dry, so I find that this method works best for me. I think a lot of other curly girls do probably have it a little bit easier when it comes to their wash and goes, but this is just the method that I prefer. Now this is the driest and most difficult to manage area of my head, so I usually try and section it horizontally as opposed to vertically, because I don't really like a path going down the middle of my crown, if that makes sense. So I take a little bit of extra time on the section, and I also use quite a bit more product just to make sure that everything stays in place and nothing looks a little bit crazy or like a nest. It also helps to keep checking if you have or can spot any curls that are not smoothed out or are looking a bit frizzy, because you can always go back and add extra product or water where needed, just to make sure that you're happy with it. What I also like to do with my crown area is comb it upwards and then finger coil while still keeping my hair up.
just so that the curls can fall where they want to and not stick to your scalp, which helps create a little bit extra volume. Starting with this area all the way towards the front of my hair, I do find that the curls are a bit more straight, so finger coiling is what works best for me. So I wrap the hair around my finger and keep it at the root for just a couple of seconds, and that usually keeps the curl in while drying. Once I'm done styling, I plop or wrap my hair in a t-shirt. I find that t-shirts are better because towels do create frizz. You don't have to plop or tie your hair. What you can do is you can just scrunch it, and this is just to get rid of a little bit of extra moisture. As you can see there, it's a little bit more dry, but it does make the whole process a little bit longer. When it comes to diffusing, I find that using cold air does give you the best result, but it takes way too long, so I hardly ever do that. What I do is I put it on medium heat, low speed, and I use the cooling button on the hairdryer if necessary. I've recently learned that using hot air can give you a little bit more volume and make your hair a bit bigger if that's what you want to achieve. Just be sure to use a heat protectant. Another tip is to put your dryer off while you're gathering new sections, just so that when you're pulling the dryer away from your hair, it's not blowing the curls all over the place and creating frizz. If your hair is layered as well, try to get in between the layers, so lifting up your hair in sections, but try not to touch it too much because that in turn as well will give you frizz. So there you guys have it. This is my result of my wash and go. I will be adding details of the perfect hair into the description box. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.